Once upon a time.
Excuse me.
Once upon a time.
Screw this. Voice acting is harder than I thought. Recently, while I more and more enjoy looking at our game, I cannot say the same for listening to it. So I decided to improve especially the combat sounds. In our animations, we have already set up a system based on events which allow to play a sound line. So after adding some weapon sounds, I was hoping for a better sound, but still, it did not sound right. Next thing I did was normalizing the volume. Much better, but still not enjoyable. So what was necessary to be changed? If you ask me, everything sounded too mechanical, not like a real fight. We needed some life in it, some humanoid grunts and groans. So I tried to create those myself. I personally love dwarves and play them in every RPG. So I started out with giving them some fight sounds. Unfortunately, as I've not smoked 1 million cigarettes and haven't showered my vocal cords with scotch and brandy, I had to lower the pitch. Meh. So this is the result. Meh. Sounded okay, but still did not enjoy the result too much. So the next project was doing some halflings. We got some naked halflings, so went for them instead.
Bye-bye.
Probably a bit more fitting. Sounds still not perfect, but better than the dwarves. At first, we could just stick one sound to one animation. I realized this would result in constant grunts when we would play the sounds, so we implemented a special event, something we did not have before. In comparison to events which directly link to a sound file, we created additional events which link to our enemies or character JSON files. In these JSON files, we can define arrays of sound files which are played randomly when the specific event is triggered. If we set a blank string and this string gets chosen, the character keeps quiet. This is not beautiful, but it works. We will most likely refactor this way of playing sounds later and just bind the sounds to probabilities. But for now, I guess, like I said, it works. Anyways, now you can hear the halfling grunts based on probabilities and is a system. Hooray! I already like it quite a lot. Now, of course, we have more stuff in our game than naked halflings. So I went on a quest to find some awesome and willing people who then started to voice some other enemies or characters. In particular, we got some orc grunts created by Fragger27, combat sounds for our character Puck created by Mike64, as well as combat sounds for Ryu, one of our main characters, created by Harkensong, and some lines for Rilka. Of course, if we ever finish our game, all of these awesome people will be credited with their real names in the after-game credits. The cool thing especially about Ryu and Puck is that they say special lines when they trigger their special attacks.
I'll dodge everything! I am untouchable! Stand behind me!
Smoke grenade! Smoke grenade be coming.
Now combined with our new method where we randomly play sounds, I feel the game really gets alive. Now listen to everything put together and enjoy.
I am untouchable!
Smoke grenade be coming.
So, guys, if you enjoy doing voices and want to be part of the game, come to our Discord and we'll discuss stuff. We especially need more female voices. Now, we of course also have large and story-heavy dialogues, but we will probably postpone recording them until the end of the project so we can polish the initial text to our likings. That is a bit of a problem because the combat sounds which we want to record now have to correspond to the in-game dialogues which we want to record later. So If you bring in some patience, we could start with combat sounds for one of our characters, which you can also find on our website, and in a couple of months maybe we can add other dialogues. Well, anyways guys, I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed this episode of our devlogs. So if you liked it as well, then wishlist us on Steam, subscribe to our channel, and see you next week. Goodbye.